Hey y'all, hey, come on in. It's your lifetime story, and I'm back here again. Well, we are here to expand our self awareness and our ascension journey. Thank you for coming to this space. So, today I wanted to come talk to you guys because I wanted to speak on the importance of creating a safe space. A lot of times we don't talk about this enough, and this need to be brought up because we don't realize we create negative environments in relationships partnerships where we can be very negative because we don't even have a safe space within ourselves to just come and communicate and be vulnerable and be open and not be in a judgmental or argumentative state. Okay? And so a lot of times we don't realize because not some level, some collective energy were put in spaces where when they were trying to express what they felt mentally and emotionally, they were put in a space where they were not being heard or not being seen the way that they wanted to, right? And so a lot of times we don't realize on a collective level, especially in our youth years, that creates the most trauma. And so one example is a lot of times parents may get in a space where y'all know I love using parents and kids examples, but parents may get in a space where they may want to trigger they may trigger their child based on not doing things that they feel like was fit for the child to um, get something accomplished. So a lot of times a parent may want a child to accomplish a certain goal that could fulfill the parent's desire while not trying to accept or be in a open mind or a safe space, like I said, to allow the child to express based on what they may be feeling internally and mentally. Allow the child to express that and make room for the child to just be honored at that time. But a lot of times, truth be told, there are environments where the child get put in a space where they're being mentally and physically abused. Verbal words could be thrown at them, which now cause the child to lower their spirit and their value of who they are because they don't be realizing that at that moment when your mother or whoever your guardian is at that time may be trying to chastise you in that way, and because you're not yet at an age or in a clear mind where you can understand that your safe space needs to be set up so that you could create better space and environments for yourself when your parents or mom or grandmother come around you, they know how to communicate with you better and at a state or a space where everybody is being heard. So the importance of creating a safe space among ourselves is so important so that everybody can be heard. A lot of times people are experiencing, especially at times right now, if the person is not healed, y'all are experiencing spaces where people are becoming judgmental when it comes to you expressing what you may need or expressing what your emotions may you may be feeling emotionally or mentally. A lot of times people may deny you of that, make you feel like you a lie or that you shouldn't be seeking those forms and ways of expressing, right? And at that point, you may be feeling within yourself, well, hey, maybe I shouldn't express or open up or be vulnerable about that. But you're wrong because understand this: if you are with mature adults in an environment where people are very mature and they created their own safe space among themselves, 9 times out of 10, anytime you're ready to be in an environment where you're ready to be vulnerable and open up about some decisions or some emotions or things that you want to get in order, there is going to be an adult, a mature person around you that's going to be willing to hear you and allow you to express what you want to express while you're still able to be in a space of hearing and observing what they're going to be expressing back to you. Now, understand this: everything that you express or something that somebody may come express to you, you may not always agree to it. And that's fine. That's the whole idea of creating a safe space so that you can allow yourself to understand. If you make room for somebody to come express something to you, bring up an idea about something to you, and the person try to make you fall victim or make you feel like you need to idolize what they're trying to express to you, put that on some type of pedestal or box in your garden and your safe space, you have to realize you're allowing them to take control of you. Because a real mature adult will understand from the get go and from the beginning when that person came to express something to you, whether it was mentally or emotionally, you're not responsible to take that heat from them. You're not responsible to get on the same level and want to be petty as them or wanting to respond to them in a way of you being a victim about something as well. Because a lot of time in this community, it's not that the person be wanting to be a victim of the same thing the person experienced. No, people just want to be in a space where they want to talk about the things that they be victimized in and think that they supposed to get a pat on their back about expressing that. When you learn to do shadow work and heal yourself on your free time and during the time in your space where you spending time with your true self and dating yourself, you will realize all of those traumas that you choosing to bring up in environments and spaces and places that doesn't deserve to waste time to just analyze on those ideas or things that you know you need to fix within yourself. You will realize the importance of let me handle these things before I get in this space. Why? So that when you get in business partnerships, communities, you're able to truly be in these spaces and observe and understand what people may be saying and not trying to fall victim and say that you're the victim of something. One thing I realized is I listen to a lot of lecture and a lot of people that I listen to, they're very like direct for a little bit of cursing here and there. I be laughing at it because y'all know I'm a goofball, but at the end of the day, I know sometimes people in my environment take victim energy towards the things that I listen to because they feel like they can't receive or understand the space from where the person is coming from. But when you are grounded within your own safe space among yourself, you will realize that you can listen to all things and take what you need and leave what you don't, and leave what doesn't serve you. And when you practice this among yourself, you will realize when you're being put in places where conversations are being shaky, a little bit of argumentative, a little bit of lower level energy that you nine times ten don't want to play no type of tit for tat in, when you're more mature, you'll know how to walk away from those situations and not feeling like you're a victim about something and not feeling like you need to get back and prove a point and show you not mad. The real truth and maturity come from people who transmute and use their trauma and things that they trigger them to make something else happen in their life. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times we have to understand when you create that safe space within yourself where you could come to yourself and even communicate about to yourself about things that you know you may have messed up on throughout the day. Maybe the way that you communicate with certain people wasn't a clear communication, or maybe you not being more open to hear other people's ideas. You choosing to walk away, back off, distance yourself from people, not respond to people, and you thinking within yourself that that is creating some type of balance. To each his own. It may be creating a balance in your life, but you have to realize a person outside of you, you're not responsible for their emotions and how they see things. So if a person is not mature and don't have a safe space within themselves, who is outside of you, seeing you distance yourself or focus on the things you know you want that you desire, they may feel angry or upset or triggered by what you're doing just based on what you're choosing to spend your time on. But like I said before, when you have a great safe space set up within yourself where you're understanding, I don't attach to no thing. Yes, I allow room in my life and space where I can analyze and observe all things so that I can transmute and move these things in places and spaces where it's needed. You will realize you can live a more sufficient life and not feel so weighed down and not feel like I have to be a victim about something. Because all that victimizing shit stuff we be going through in our lives trying to make ourselves feel like we need somebody to hold our hand and cope us based on decisions and opportunities that we went through in our lives, you can't do that. When I was recently in a Zoom, there was a young lady speaking in there about her expressing something on her platform where one of her friends on her page decided to comment to her about what she was trying to say based on the things she had expressed on her platform. Like I said, she decided to respond back, which is cool, but the response she gave back was still her expressing what she wanted based off of what she was trying to say, right? And her friend decided to take it as, nah, you ain't really expressing it all to me. Like, nah, you holding something back. What I can say from my perspective is I feel like neither party had a space of safe space within themselves because like I said before, when you're a mature adult, you realize that whatever you posted, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's all based off of you. And so if anybody try to come over there in your lane, in your circle, in your safe space and try to play victim to something that you expressed, something you felt like within yourself was just something of an expression, right? It's not your job. It's not your job to try to make that person feel comfortable about what you was trying to say and how you was trying to express things. Why you spending so much time trying to prove to that person what you were trying to say or how you was trying to go about things, you could be getting other things done. You know what I'm saying? Because mature people understand I don't play victim to anything because it ain't got nothing to do with me. So even if I seen something that triggered me, that's just one part of my trigger, one part of my trauma that I need to heal, I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the biggest issue with people not creating safe spaces is because they're not willing to let go of old trauma that does not serve them. so that they can move in a space where they're moving out of gratitude, out of love, out of abundance, so that they're able to be in better relationships, community, and environments where they're able to be themselves and allow people in their environment to pour true love and true loyalty, honesty, and truth upon them as they continue to do it within themselves. But when you're lacking loyalty first within yourself to be honest about what you're expressing and allowing yourself to stand on your truth and knowing what it is and not allowing nobody in your circle to distance you or try to make you fall victim for something that was never in the picture, you're the more mature one. And allow yourself to understand, continue to practice this safe space within yourself, internally and externally, will allow you to track better people and better environments within you while you're understanding that, hey, I don't attach to anything. So if anything is brought to my table for me to analyze and to focus on and to get a clear idea on, cool. I allow myself to understand it, but I don't fall victim to anything. If a person want to come communicate something to me and bring an idea to me, cool. Let's conversate. Let's chit chat. Let's give back and forth feedback to each other. That's a loving environment to be in. A lot of relationships be breaking up because they don't know how to create a loving environment. A person may want to come express something to you. You making it hard for them to express because you don't want to hear how they about to say it or who they about to say it about. Get off that jealousy stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't last. Like I said before, with these parents trying to chastise their child, if your child feels some way about something and they want to express something to you, let them kids express and stop trying to always chastise them or dummy them down from speaking. Because y'all messing y'all kids up when y'all kids getting older and getting in environments where people are abusing and beating on them. Truth be told, I don't really want to talk about it because it's a sad subject, but it's the truth, you know. And I want you guys to understand, practice creating a more safe space among yourself and others. Okay. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this safe space talk, pep talk, and I'll be back to talk to you guys on a later occasion. Bye.